The Vancouver Symphony Orchestra is hard at work rehearsing for the upcoming Beethoven Festival, which starts tomorrow night and includes all 9 of Beethoven's symphonies.
I did them once, actually in Winnipeg, in 3 days, which was an astonishingly short period of time. But we're doing these over about 10 days.
Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the most famous and influential composers in the world. He was able to write complex, beautiful music despite going deaf in his early 20s.
The idea was to show this man's life. He was an extraordinary man. He lived alone for most of his life. He was suffered from terrible hearing, brought about, they think now, probably through lead poisoning. He managed to keep the grace and refinement on his music and imagine the orchestra in his head.
Christy Reside started playing with the VSO when she was just 19.
Oh, I think it's so great. I haven't had the chance yet during my 9 years to play all 9, so it's so fantastic. I mean, it's just such great music. It's just impossible not to love.
But playing all of Beethoven's symphonies will be a challenge for the musicians.
Beethoven he's not the kind of composer who says, okay, well, you can sit back and relax here. When it's very, very intense, there's an undercurrent of emotion, an undercurrent of thought in every single bar.
I think he wrote really well for the flute, so he wrote these really high, beautiful, quiet melodies. It's difficult for me. It's difficult to play like that for an extended amount of time, so by the end of the symphony it's pretty exhausting.
The festival is sponsored in part by Vancouver Foundation, which gave the VSO a $100,000 grant towards the festival.
Vancouver Foundation's been funding the arts for its 65-year history. We've made a lot of significant grants to a lot of important organizations. It was an extraordinary grant for an extraordinary project.
This particular monies that we've received for the Beethoven Festival is enormously important because it helps us take a chance. It helps us to recruit great soloists like Lang Lang, Anne-Sophie Mutter. These are people that play in all the great centers around the world.
There are still tickets left for the festival, and that means you still have the chance to experience Beethoven's life's work with the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra.
They've recently won a Grammy. They're nominated for several Junos. We certainly support them at the Vancouver Foundation and believe the community should come out and support them as well.
Without Beethoven's body of work, orchestras wouldn't be what they are. This man is very much alive through his music, and this kind of support, financial support, actually brings him to life.
I'm Bianca Salterbeck in Vancouver for The Express.